Hello everyone, welcome back to the tutorial series on making a shop structure. It's going to be a basic one, I should add now, so don't expect too much professionalism. Anyways, so we left off where we separated the windows, and this one I'm going to start doing a bit of modeling on them. So select these two, select this one, go into the edit mode, press 1. I think I should first start by making these two and these two into a face. Select these four, press F to make a face. Select these four, press F to make a face. Select these two and then shift select these two, press F to make a face, these four and a face. So this is like the frame part of the window. Do the same thing for the other one. Select these four, F, these four, F, these four, F, these four, F. So now we've got the window areas. Let's save them. Select this one, and I think if you can, you should write down what I'm going to do next. Because so let's just bring everything back. So these are the windows. They're going to be a bit stretched out from both sides so that it looks nice and it looks like a proper thing. So it was 200 centimeters, and I'm going to select these two, S, Y. Let's just say 1.2. 1.2 times 200 would give you 240 centimeters. So that's the width of the window frame. I'm going to write it down somewhere as well if I can. So 240 centimeters for the window frame. This let me put it down on my phone so so that I can remember the units I'm looking up. I'm sorry if I annoy you with my because I have a bit of a flu. See this line, this is annoying me. Anyways, so it was 240 centimeters window frame depth, let's call it. And I just saved it down in a note so I can remember what units I'm working with. So let's just select these two, Shift H, so everything is hidden apart from these two. So now what should we do? I think because I'm going to work on both of them, I should just join them together for the time being. Control J, let's call it Windows, because later on it's going to be separate, but right now I only need to work with, because I'm going to work with both of them. Select them, go into, so what I did was I selected both of those separate ones, Control J, it joined them together into one mesh or object, whatever you like to call, yeah, one object, and then I renamed it to just Windows. So let's select everything. I think, yeah, select this, and inset them again. Inset of 0. Let's just say 2. Let's just keep that in, and then S, Y 0.5. No, I think that's too much maybe, because that's what it looks like. So no, should be fine. So that was 240 centimeters. I inserted it, but after that I scaled it down, so that 240 times 0.5, that's about 120 centimeters now. Like the window part, that like the glass area maybe is 0. Sorry, the glass area is 120 centimeters now in depth. And I think I should insert it once more maybe, because when I was reading about it, the windows about the glass itself is about what was it, 20 to 40 millimeters. So yeah, just give me a second, I'm about to sneeze. Apologies. Sorry about that. So that's 120 centimeter depth. Sorry, that's 0.12 meters depth, so about 120 millimeters. Apologies, I keep saying centimeters when I mean millimeters. So 120 millimeters. I think I can just insert them once more and drag them in by another half, so that would be 0.6. Let's just select these, and this time just make a smaller insert, so I 0.1 and then SY 0.5. Okay, let's see what it looks like. It's looking pretty nice. I think it's looking better than I expected. So now select these two. Sorry, what am I doing? So I've selected these two and these two and separate by selection. Let us call this one glass. Okay. Yep. So I've got the window frame stuff and the glass. Do I need to do anything more? I don't think I need to. I think just for the, let's just hide the glass. As you can see, there's no, do you understand? I think just to make it better, I should just close these ones. So that's 0.6. If I just close these and make them smaller, as it like an extrusion that goes inside, because when it's gonna render and you look from this side, you're gonna see empty stuff there, which should not be the case ideally. So let me see what I can do, because I made the previous one and I think that bugged me a bit. So these four, press F to make a face. These two, F to make a face. These two, F to make a face. These two, sorry, these two, the two. These two, F to make a face. So that's what it looks like, the frame. Apologies. So let's just select these two, and these two. Press F to make a face. These two. So when I'm selecting, like for example, I selected these two vertices, and I'm gonna select these two by holding Shift and then using the box. So this four only, right? F to make a face. So we've got 3 sides. Now the fourth one, select these two. Shift, select these two. So only 4. So face. As you can see now, this is what it looks like. The frame. Anyway, so let's just go into what I'm trying to do. So select this face. Sorry, go into face selection, press 3, select this face. So Alt selection, I've got this loop. Shift Alt and that loop. So what I'm trying to do is, so that was 24E 120 60. So this is 60. So let's just E and right click and then S, and this time let's say 60. So I'm trying to get like maybe 40, no, 50, 45. So that's 3/4, so times 0.75. So this is just the E extrusion. So right click to get into center, S and Y 0.75. Can you see that there's a strip there, and then right click, extrude along the normals, and it's going in and out, right? So let's just drag it out a bit. So minus 0.1. Let's just keep it minus 0.1. So this is what it looks like. The pocket, you can say, or whatever, like the crease. The windows, the glass is gonna go inside this. So just to remember, it was 60 times 0.75, so that's 45 millimeter. 45 mm. That's the maximum glass width or depth, you might call it. Maximum. That's the maximum one. So I'm gonna make it about 0.4, just so that it fits in there and there's no issues. Now, so I've got the window with the glass. I think I should just delete it maybe. Let's see what it looks like. So the glass width was, I think I did it after that anyway, so it was about, but I need to scale it as well. Let's see what I can do. So this is about 60, I think. To get 40, I need to times it by 0.66. So let's see, SY 2 divided by 3. No. SY divided by 3. One 1.5. Okay, so just do times 3 divided by 2. Just do 0.66. No. SY no. 0.66. So just select these. SY 2 divided by 3. No, that's worse. 0.6. It's even worse. Just SY 0.6. That's it. And so I'm gonna try explaining what I did. So it's about 40 millimeters now. I mean the depth, but the width is the same. But I mean this side and that side are the same. So what I'm trying to do is, I don't think that's going to be an issue though. Yeah, because it was just for the depth, right? Well, anyway, so let's just scale it. Just press S. Let's see how far it can go. S. I think if you scale it, it scales from the origin, from the global transform orientation. Let's just do local. Let's check this now. No, it's not for this, I think. Let's just see. Press. Let's just do F3. Pivot. Pivot point is right now at the median point. Let's just do individual origins. No, that's not working. Pivot. Active element. No. This is the part where I'm really get really confused about. Let's just return it to where it was. Pivot to, I think it was median point. Select this. Individual origins. No. Median point. what we can do instead of that, oh, I'm in object mode, maybe that's the issue. Is it? So now it's working that way. Individual origins, see? Okay, so I've got that sorted out. So what I need to do is I need to drag it up and to the left a bit. So S, X, okay, so select everything, S, Shift, Z and Y. So if you do that, it's just gonna scale in, not 1.1. Let's just do 1.05. No, that's too much. 0.01, 1.01. I think that should be enough. So we've scaled on the Z and X axis by 1.01. So we've got this, and if we've hidden the glass somehow, and then if we go Alt H, we've got the glass back. So this is what it looks like right now. I did the extreme mode first, so let's just select the glass. You can see it's inside the frame, and the frame is structured like that. Let's just hide the glass and I'll show you. You can see there's a crease, and then if I put the glass back on, it's inside. Well, I think it's alright now. And save it. Apologies. So we've got the windows done. Alt H, bring everything back. This is what it looks like right now. You know, I think it might be a bit too low, but I'm not going to bother with it anymore. So now for the door, it should be pretty much the same thing for the door itself, but I'm going to do, so this is the outer, it's bothering me. This line. Oh, okay, yeah. That can you see, like this effect I'm getting is because of the overlap of the ceiling and this. So if I hide that, as you can see, it's not working anymore. It's not happening. So if I put the roof back on, because the roof's face is intersecting with this one's face, and that's causing the issue. So for that reason alone, I think I might need to drag the roof up just a bit, so that it doesn't. G Z, Control and Shift. 0.1. Issue is, because you can see a gap there now. So if I was to either create a situation where the roof has a object that comes down around the center line so that it covers a gap, or I can drag the outer edges of the roof a bit down to, so for example, let's just select the edges, this edge loop. Why are they not selecting? Okay, so these 4 edges, if I drag them down a bit, no, it's created another completely new face. I don't want that. So let's just work with the roof first. Shift H, hide everything. So we've got these 4. This is the whole face. If I insert it and then drag it, insert 0.1, Mm-hmm. You know what? That doesn't look like 10 centimeters. Let's just 0.05. Let's just keep it like that, and then select these four faces, and then drag them down like so. 0.2. So this is what it looks like right now. So if I was to Alt H, what is going on here? I think there's like a crease issue. I'm not gonna bother with it. I think what I can do is, because this area is clear, as you can see, but that area is not clear. What I can do is, yeah, see, it goes across there. So if I select these two, GX, just drag it a tiny bit. Now for that I need to select these two and these two, GX. See? So that's 0.4 meters of offset. So go here, select these four, GX 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks pretty nice, I think. So we've got the roof, the front. Yep. So select the roof, Shift H. This is what it looks like now. It looks alright. Let's see how it renders. Let's just change it to cycles as well. Right now it looks like that. As you can see, there's 4 edges. Here's where the light's gonna get trapped, I think. Anyway. Like there's not gonna be any light coming in there because it covers virtually everything, unless there's nothing beneath it and the light is shining from the dome. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just move on. So we've got the roof done. So now we need to work on the door. The door is, I think, the most hardest part of the whole thing, but we need to work on it. So Shift H, hide everything. So we've got I'm going to do virtually the exact same thing. So select these 4 face, these 4, turn them into a face, these 4 face, these 4 into a face. So now we've got the door, and go into the face selection, select this face. So remember we expanded it outside so that the frame is made, but for a door, the frame, because the door would have the frame and the hinges and the inner part, and the hinges should be inside, and they're not going to interfere with the door's frame. So for that, let's just scale it a bit. SY, remember the last time we did 1.2, and that gave us 240 millimeters worth of depth. So let's just write that down, and 200 times is 1.2, right? 1.2, 240 millimeters of depth. Sorry, I've got a tiny bit of, I think I've got the thing hay fever came back, but let's just work. So now that I have this, I'm gonna do is select these two, I 0.2. This just is 0.2, and this one, and then scale them down on the z-axis. I don't know if that's gonna work. No, let's just separate them by selection now. So select this face and this face, P, separate by selection. So we've got the door frame, let's just call it, and just call this one door. So we've got the door frame now. So for this one we need to join them together anyway. So because I'm gonna create, like, this part is gonna be solid, complete solid. I think I'm making it way better than the previous one. The previous one, the door was weird and it was too big. That's why I had to make 2 doors, and they were weird as well, and there was no modeling on the doors. So I've got the door area now. So if I select these 2, should I drag them in? Oh, but I can't. Let's see. So this is a whole thing right now. So this is the door. Let's just delete it. Sorry if I made a bit of a mess, but select these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create a face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Create a face. Select these 4. So as you can see, these 4 vertices are S and Y. Why can I not scale them in? That's I'm a bit concerned. So as you can see, I can scale them on the Y on the X. For some reason I can't scale them on the Y axis. Yeah. Alt and S, and it fattens or slims it down. Okay, so this is 0, 0.1. I think that no, that's too much. Alt S, 0.05, 0.05 minus 0.05. Oh, that's too big. 0.05. Shrink or flatten, that's what it's called. I think it's push pull as well. There's that one as well. So 0.05, I think. Yeah. So it was from both sides. So it was 0.05 meters. That's about how much? 50 millimeters, I think. Yeah. So it was 240. No, I don't know if it's 50 from both sides. Let's just worry about that later. So I've got this face and that face. Let's just separate them through selection, hide them. Sorry, hide them. Oh, sorry. Hide this one, save it, select this one, go into this mode, select these 4. As you can see, it looks a bit nicer now. Earlier on it was just flat, so it was a bit boring. Now it looks at least like a door frame. So yeah, 4 faces done. So this is just the door frame, and we just call this one door frame. Just call this one door. So this is what it looks like right now. So the door itself would also be closed. The windows were the window, like the glass itself. Let's check the glass. Yeah, the glass is not closed, but it should be. So select the glass, edge selection, close, because the glass is a solid object, it should have closed faces like this. Face, face. So now it looks like that. The glass. It's nice. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm doing alright, but I don't know. Face, face. F2. If you select 4 vertices or something like that, and then press F, it joins them together and creates the face. I just wanted to put it out there. Face. So now this is what it looks like. A proper glass. Select the glass, hide it. Let's go back to this one. And just work with them, shift hide, so that's the only thing available. Face, 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 face. So this is the door itself. Now what I'm trying to get is a door which has an inset, and from the inset it would be a glass door as well. So let's just model it first. So we have the door, we select this side and that side. Just inset 0.1, 2, let's just keep it 2. So this side I'm going to put the handle. I think that should be enough. 0.3 or 0.25, that's it. So I think that's enough depth, or whatever you like to call it. So this is here, this is here, and this is going to be the glass area, and this is going to be the door solid thing. So the glass, let's just separate by selection. Glass, sorry, let's just call this one door glass, and this one window glass. So let's just hide it for now. Select the door, this one. Now the thing I'm concerned about is, should I insert it? Yeah, remember we did it last time. Okay, so I think we should be able to remember, like when we were making the windows. No, I think, yeah, with the windows we deleted the glass, right? But for this one I'm not sure about the measurements. That's why what I'm trying to do is drag this inside somehow, and then separate it, then maybe drag it outside and then create. Let's see if let's just make a copy first. Save, go back here, control copy. Let's just drag the copy to backup. 2 first, back here, start it again. So now that I have a copy, let's just select this one and this one. Yeah, this one and this one, and then I think it was push pull. Is it not letting me? Why did it let me early on? Let's see if the whole thing is selected. Poke face is that's bad. I don't know that that's bad. See, the subdivide work? Oh, it works. Alright. Wait. I can work with this, I think. Yeah, it should be fine. So if I these four are going to be for the glass, and this is going to go inside a bit. You know what, that's pretty much what I need to do. Let's just select these four, separate by selection. Let's call this one door glass, and go back, hide it, just go into edit. Now what the issue is these ones, and these ones are pretty much useless, so I'm just gonna dissolve vertices. Oh, that's not working. Okay, so I'll select this one, dissolve. No. What should I do? Let's just keep it like that. It's not affecting me anyway. So I've got this one and this one. Scale or long dy. It's not working. Push pull. So push and pull. So if you go inside it's positive. So let's do 0.05. 0.05. 0.01, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. No, but why is it push pull? If you go along, see, if you go negative, it's, but I could be wrong. If it's positive, it goes the other way. If it's negative, it goes outside. If it's positive, it goes inside. But the limit for the intersection seems to be about 0.07. So between 0 and 0.07, I can work it. 0 and 0.07, these are the limits. Okay. So push pull 0.06, 0.005, 0.04, 0.03. I think that should be enough. Yeah, this looks nice as well. I think it looks nice. Okay. Can I make a face out of these? I can, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a face of these, and then I'm going to insert them. Do you remember what I did? The last one. I extruded them, scaled them down on the Y, and then inserted them upwards so that there's like a crease inside. Create a face with the. Remember I did that with the window. Why? This is a bit more harder than the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there's 6 edges and it goes inside as well. Like these 6. Face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So now follow along. E, and then right click. S, Y, 0.2, 3, 4, 5, 0.6, and then right click, extrude faces along normal, and then minus 0.05. Let's just do minus 0.05. So that's what it is. See, it's a crease, and let's see what it is. So this was the door glass. I'm going to delete it because it's no longer the correct thing that's needed. Let's see what the whole thing looks like right now. This is what it looks like. Pretty neat, I think. I think I've done very well, actually. Yeah, it looks. I think I've outdone myself. The last one was really bad because it was pretty bland. There was no window frames. There was no. I didn't do the extrusion here. Like it's coming out. It looks like a window frame. Like it's been planted inside the thing. Okay, I think I've done pretty well. Just select this, Shift H. I think I'm gonna save now. Save. So select this. So now what I need to do is I'm gonna create two faces for the inner edges. This edge, I don't know if it's gonna select the whole loop here. That's easy. So this whole loop is gonna create one face. The other one's gonna create the other face, and then these two are gonna create the window object. And I'm gonna scale it down on the Y, and then scale it up on the Z and the X so that it fits inside. Okay, so that's the first face of the thing. So it's the other one. So this is what's going on. So these are the two faces. 1, 2, separate by selection, door, glass, hide it. So this is what it is. Just hide this, bring the door glass back. You know what, I should work with the door as well and the door glass so that easier to see. Everything is going to be selected. SY 4. So that's the issue because it's not one object. So for example, if I press L, see, if I select one side, it's only selecting one face, not the other, because it's treating them as two different objects. That's why I wanted to join them. I'm going to do that now. H. So for example, these 6 are going to make one face. These 6 are going to make the second face, third face, and the fourth face. So this is what it looks like now. Now, if I was to select L, it's selecting the whole thing because it's connected now. Okay, so now what I can do is bring the door back, and you can see it's right at the edges, and the door has creases inside it. Let's see, SY, what the hell, yeah, come on, SY, yeah, it's working. I think this happened with the windows as well, but SY 0.2. Now if I was to move it, you can see that's the crease. No, I think I should just keep it like that. SY 0.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so there's a crease from the top, as you can see, and there's a crease, should be a crease from the, if I look from the top, I should be able to see a crease. Yeah, can you see? I don't know if it's apologies. So yeah, there's a crease from the side and a crease from the top, and the glass is sitting inside it. But what I need to do is scale it on the S, Shift, X, Z. No, S, Shift. So select everything. S, press X, Shift, Y, and just 1.01. I think that should be enough. So that just goes inside, sits inside. As you can see, it's sitting inside from both sides. Yep. So that's the glass part done. So if I bring everything back, so the window frame, the door frame, the door, I think, yeah, ideally there would be a bit of gap, but no, let's just keep like that. I'm not going to bother with it. So now I've got the door done, the windows done, and the things that are left to do, I think, are a bit. So for example, when we texture it, it's not going to look that nice if the text is mixed at the edges. So I'm going to try to do is, you know, like your homes have small panels that go across the bottom part of the floor. I'm either going to do that, but that's not going to go to the door. So let's just like roughly up to here across the whole area. I think I should do that next, like from here, and then it's going to go across there. Yep, let's just try that. So let's just make a copy first. Sorry, front view, copy, save. Sorry, it's a blend file, copy, backup, and this one is going to be 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So the convention I'm using is, in the first video, the first texturing one, I think there was the one first and the one end, because the one first, it was basically the start of the series anyway. The second one I'm about to here. So at the start of this, the first one, the first save copy I made for the second one, the second save copy I made for the second one. Okay, so now go to Blender. It's the only one you've opened. Okay. It's annoying me. I don't know what that is. It's so annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to use the front and the inner. Apart from that, everything needs to be hidden. I think this is the problem. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So for example, for this one, the inner floor part should be 1 unit to lower, 0.1 or 0.2, whatever, lower than the other, because it goes, there's like a small decrease because of the width of the thing, because of the width of the brick that I set up. 0.2, it should be 0.2 back and then go across. But for some reason, let's say that was the left inner, let's see where the left inner is. See, it should go just like that. If I select that, if I separate these two to be part of the structure, what we like to call it, and then this is the front one. Oh, okay. So if you join this one with this one, that makes sense then. So if you do Control J, it's a structure, the whole thing now. Okay, so that's why the line was coming. So what I can do now is, if I can just destroy these vertices, I think it's still there for some reason. Should I keep it on? Oh, yeah, I don't really mind, as long as it is annoying. I'll just forget that. So I need these two. Shift H, everything is hidden. So now it looks okay. So 1, 9, 1 and 9. So that way in the back view, mesh, get a cube. Let's get it down to 0.1. I think that should be enough. I don't know if it is, but so this is just, I think this is complete thing. It's completely just along the line. Okay, so 1, 9. What should be done is, if I just keep it like that, would that be enough? Like the height, because it's gonna go there, 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 all the 4 sides. I think it should be enough. Should be fine. 1, 9. Maybe scale it on the Y a bit. GY. This is GY minus 0.05. So that it's a bit weird. Anyways, so I'm gonna try is get a curvy like that and that shape. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but let's just try. Let's get some loop cuts here. Let's just get 4. Okay. So if you move that one, there's probably better ways to do it, but let's get that one there. Well, let's just keep it like that. Yes, looks alright. This is what it looks like. Just save it. Go into this one. Select these 4. And now I'm gonna try is rotate on the z-axis by 45. Let's see how that looks. Minus 45. So at the edges, it's gonna go like that. Or I can effectively move these ones a bit forward so that it creates a 45-degree angle. Let's see, G, if you go like that, So the angle between the angle, this angle should be 45 degrees. So first I would need to find out. If it was flat, it would be a bit more simpler. But because it's not, it's a bit more complicated. So we can do, for example, if you look close enough, you'd find that it's a bit intrusive, but it's inside, so it's not going to be visible anyway, so let's just leave it like that. Or if I wanted to, I could just delete all the back faces so that there's no overlap. Okay, so I think this video has gone on for way too long, so let's just finish this one here. In the next one, I'm gonna make this all across the walls, I guess, and then yeah, and then after that, floor texturing, whatever. Let's see. I think this is something I think I should be a bit more working on. So the doors here, but I think it's too low. It might be, for example, if the floor is at just about there, it would be fine. But floors are usually a bit upish, right? They're not just on the base of the structure. So let's just select. I don't know. I think I'm right. Let's get the door frame and door glass. And select everything. If it's possible, I would like to select all these faces. Let's just drag them up. What does it look like now? It's bad. Because unless I select the whole structure, like, let's see, selecting these four would work. GZ. It's dragging everything along with it. That's the problem. If I was to leave the bottom one like that and just focus on these sides. You know what? Let's just leave it like that. I think it's too late to like do that sort of stuff. So the floor is gonna come there. Meh, that's alright. If I just bring the floor just a tiny bit up, it should be fine, because the door is gonna open from this point onwards. Floor can come about this high, roughly halfway through, and then the crease is gonna come across here, stop here, start here, and then go this corner thing. Okay, so let's just bring everything back and save it and go back. Okay, so here's how I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.